Good morning, happy Friday. How is everybody? Welcome. I'm going live in the Holistic Spiritual Community, and I'm also streaming onto YouTube. So I've got my phone here so I can see everyone's comments. Okay, just wait for everyone to join. How are you all? Are we having a good Friday so far? How has this week been? Wow, it's been a really powerful week. I've had lots of messages from people in the holistic spiritual community. I'm sending everybody lots of love. I'm constantly going into the group energetically and clearing and helping everybody as much as I possibly can. So I'm here today. Pop your questions in the comments. Hello, Marnie. How are you? Good morning. How are you traveling? Pop your questions in the comments, and whether you want some guidance, whether you want a card pulled, whether you want me to tune in to get any messages to come through, or whether you need, hi Pina, whether you need me to scan you, whether we need to look at some healing questions, some healing answers. You know, I am here and I'm at your service. So whatever you need, pop it in the comments, and I'll wait for everybody to type. I've already had one private message. I don't think she's going to be able to attend. So Melissa, I'll get to yours in a moment. But I just want to talk about all the exciting things that are happening. So we've had the super full moon. A lot of people are going through things at the moment. I'm really well aware of that. But I'm just asking you to stand in your power and work through things. What's coming up for us this month? I've written the energy overview. You're part of the community, so that would have hit your email inbox. If you're not receiving any emails and you're part of this group, you need to go and check your spam because sometimes it goes in there. When you join the community, you drop your email in to join, and you drop your email in, so you will get, you know, all the blogs that I write on a weekly basis, all the information coming through, and anything that I can help and assist you with. So if you're not getting them, you need to check your spam. I also do double up and put everything in the community as well, and also on my social medias. So if you're not following me on social media either, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm also on YouTube, and I'm also on Instagram, Facebook as well. So I'm under the Claire Gorman official through that. So we have got an exciting month. I did put in a post a little while ago into the community about what would you like me to help you with in this group. So some of you did fill that in. I'm most grateful. And actually what came up quite high was like workshops, webinars and things like that. So the other week I did a healing the divine feminine wound. So that is still left in the portal. I lit into the community. So I leave everything in so you can go back and watch that at any time. You'll just feel called. Everything, all the good juicy stuff is pinned to the top of the group. And what came through is, actually, it was Megan North, bless her, that said, are you doing anything for Lionsgate Portal? And I went, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So on Tuesday, 8th of the 8th at 8 p.m, it has to be all the 8s, doesn't it? I am running a complimentary manifestation meditation. So the Lionsgate, I've written a blog about that. If you don't know about that, that's come into your emails first thing this morning at 8 a.m. It had to be 8 a.m. And it's also on my social media, or go onto my website and clairegorman.com.au, and under blogs, you'll see all the juicy information that I write about on there. So the Lionsgate portal is already opened. The portal has started to come through. The portal is basically like a thinning of the energy. Okay, so it creates like a portal, a vortex that goes out into the universe. And this Lionsgate portal is basically bringing in lots of light codes. So the best thing that you can do for your raising your consciousness, your awareness, and letting the universe support you is get out into daylight as much as you possibly can, into that sunshine over the next number of weeks. So it opened up about the 26th of July and it closes on the 12th of August, but it's the 8th of the 8th that's really powerful. So 8th of the 8th, eight numbers are all about abundance, and if you turn an 8 on its side, it's the infinity symbol. So it's incredibly powerful. So on Tuesday night, you need to just show up live here into the group. You can watch it at any time, but there's something about doing it live, and as a collective that we're all together. You just want to bring a pen and paper, because we're going to do some writing. We're going to bring some awareness, and what we're going to do is we're going to put our manifestations out into the universe. So we're going to do a beautiful ritual, a beautiful meditation, and I'll do some energy clearing, and we'll just get really clear on what we want our manifestations to be. So that is going to be on Tuesday night. Are you all excited about that? I am really excited. Okay. Hi, Melissa, you're here. Great. I'm going to get to you as well. Okay. Okay, Marnie, I appreciate any guidance which is needed this morning. Maybe your bodies can. I've made a decision with regards to work this week. Well done, Pina. Can I have some guidance and messages? Thanks. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is Melissa. Okay, I'm going to tune into you. What can I do to move through the next few weeks with ease and flow? Okay. Okay. Should we just tune into Melissa, please? Yeah. So on a practical level, it's how organized are you? That's the first thing. Because if you know that you have got a massive few weeks coming up, then organization is going to be key. And for the last 6 months, I had a massive 6 months. I had medical intuition, where there was tons of homework for that, and tons of study. I also needed to grow and scale my business, and I have really grown and scaled my business in the last 6 months while doing a full-on program. I also did another 3 weeks training in intuitive anatomy, and I also assisted in teaching as well in 2 courses. So I had a lot on my plate. So I really needed to think about, how am I going to work smarter, not harder? And this is the type of thing that I want you to think about. This is also the time, what they're telling me, your guides, they're stepping forward right now. They're telling me that this is also a test for you. This is a test for you, is you're going through an up leveling. So it's a time for you to really start thinking about your words and your communication skills. So as I'm tuning into you, I know that, some of your support is not around you at the moment, but it's also time for you to step up and have that communication with your family, or loved ones or anyone else, or even ask the universe to come in and support you. But it's time for you to have that voice to say, I need support. But it's also allowing yourself to release and surrender. So if the house doesn't get done, it's not the end of the world. If you have to ask someone else to put the washing out, then you have to stand in your power and do it. And this is something that I have to really overcome, because I was a woman that felt like she was Superwoman, that had to do it all, and the house and the duties needed to be done first. If you walk out of my office now, not great. There is the ironing board still outside. There is the piles of washing, okay? But it will get done. And I have to just not look at it and just walk through and come in here and serve my community. It will get done. And I actually have to really stand up and tell my kids, who are more than old enough to help and support. I also made the decision that during this time, and we still carry it on, that I use like HelloFresh. So, you know, because I knew that I was wasting a lot of time having to go food shopping. My husband was wasting time going food shopping. So where can we like call back our time? Okay, so and things like that. So you know, I did hire a cleaner. Unfortunately, she's left me now. I need to hire a cleaner that is going to stay with me. I think I manifested one for, in my mind, for the 6 months. Now I need to manifest one that's going to stay with me permanently. So things like that. Where are you wasting time? Where can you call back time? The other thing that I'm tuning into is, do you do a spiritual practice every morning? Do you get up? Do you give yourself an extra half an hour so that you can start your day from an area of peace and calm? So, you know, you've got my complimentary meditations. So when you're starting to, before the alarm goes off, you know, are you getting out of bed in adrenaline, you know, working, you know, having coffee, you know, maybe firing yourself up? If you're firing yourself up on a day where, I know you've got a lot going on, but if you start your day with a sense of peace and calm and tranquility where you've given back to yourself, your day actually flows in a completely different energy frequency. Okay, so there's a couple of great books that are really good for, and I'm going to recommend these to everybody. There's the 12-week year. That's an amazing book. Don't know if you've read that. That really talks about how to structure your day and get more done. And it was quite interesting when I read that book. My coach told me to read that book. When I read it, I was like, yeah, I do a lot of that stuff anyway, because I was a hairdresser. I'm very good at working in blocked times. I'm just naturally skilled like that because I've had to be over, you know, a long period of time, a number of years. I was working to that, and I still work to that. Once again, like, oh, I'm going to slot that in there, and then I know that I can do that, what I need to do, you know, put the washing out in that half an hour while I'm making myself a cup of tea. So I work very much strategically like that. So that's a really good book for someone that needs to work their time smarter without working harder. The other book that is really good, and I've lost it out of my mind now, is, no, it's gone, is the 12-week year. I've lost that book. It will come back to me if it's important. But that book is really, really good to help you structure. So those are the first things. So start your day the right way, okay? And looking at where are you wasting your time and where can you call back time. Everybody has the same amount of time. But sometimes we also use time as a distraction. Sometimes we also use having to do different tasks as procrastination and distraction. So it's quite interesting. I've been working on a lot of stuff this week, and I was reading back again the self-sabotaging patterns, and I was like, oh, I'm doing that at the moment. Oh, I'm doing that at the moment. So it's quite interesting what comes up. And energetically, what's happening at the moment is we're actually being asked to step into our power. We're asked to being called back our power. So we're really working on, and I spoke about this in the divine healing the divine feminine wound, of personal power and circumstantial power. So at the moment we're all, and this would be great for everybody to listen to that I've got here on the live. Hello Avril, hello Lee, is that we are being challenged at the moment. Unfortunately, we are. Some of it can be, I'm going to say the word shit hitting the fan. Okay. I know some people don't like me swearing, but I'm going to say it, shit hitting the fan, because that's exactly what some of us are going through. Well, we're all going through it. Some of us are reacting to it, and some of us are taking it and moving through it to step into our personal power and move beyond. So, you know, like I said with you, Melissa, you know, finding your voice and stepping up and saying, I need support, I need this, I need that, I can't do it all, is you stepping up into your personal power. It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually teaching you leadership skills. And as we are taught leadership skills, it's going to help us evolve and elevate to that next level. For example, you know, if we look at all of us, we may be wanting to start a new career, start a new job. Some of us are looking at, really looking at health challenges, right? Some of us are wanting to start a spiritual business, or some of us are wanting to create a new life for ourselves. This is all happening at the moment. We've got the 8-8 coming in, the Lionsgate portal. So we're all wanting to manifest a different type of lifestyle. We want to improve, we want to grow, we want to evolve. And this is souls that, we're awakening and we're moving forward. Hi, Linley. And we're elevating. So some of us need leadership skills. How are we going to get that? By having a voice, by connecting to our own personal power. This year, the year of the 7, is bringing our intuition, our soul, and being driven by soul. So your soul is encouraging you. You've got that energy behind your back, sort of moving you forward, right? But you've got to step into your own personal power and make your own decisions. So we're going to have tests along the way on our human level. How are we going to, cultivate personal power? Through our voice, through our communication. That's number one of everything. So where are we stepping up into this personal power? I'm just going to cough. I think some of us need a throat clearing. I was fine this morning, got on here. Okay. So, Melissa, let's have a look. I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm feeling it's the Akashic Record card. Isn't the Akashic Record card? Yes. Does that all make sense, what I'm saying to everybody? So the underlying thing is, we're being asked to trust the universe. Can we pull a card for Melissa, please? Thank you. To trust the universe, to step into our personal power and step away from circumstantial power. Okay. This card for Melissa? Yes. This card for Melissa? No. This card for Melissa? No. Any other cards for Melissa? No. Just one card? Yes. Any other boxes need to be opened? No. Oh. The Buddha prepares. Love this card. So as you tune into this card, what comes up for you? So first of all, with this card, I see I'm drawn straight to the trees and the roots. Okay, so this is a time for you to make strong roots, stepping into your leadership role. I know that you want to grow and evolve your business. Okay, so this is the time for you to really start to cultivate and have awareness of your leadership skills. And the best place to practice your leadership skills with your loved ones. In a small circle. So then I'm drawn to the Buddha, and I'm drawn to his heart chakra, and he's actually got like that yellow light. So the yellow light always reminds me of like soul power, but your soul power is actually sitting in your heart chakra. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into that for you. What is going on there? So as I tune straight into that on you, I'm actually seeing that there's a little bit of a neglect wound in your heart chakra. And as I tune into that and I'm scanning you, and it feels very much like it comes from childhood. Around the age, I'm being seen around the age of 7 for you. So what needs healing? Let me just see. Okay, there's a few different things going on there. Let me just tune in. So there's definitely a feeling of like the weight of the world on your shoulders. Okay, so I can feel that you're blocking me a bit, so I'm not going to discuss anything live here, but I would like you to journal on what was going on around the age of 7 for you and the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it has stuff to do around school as well. And I'm being drawn to like lots of stomach aches as well with you. So I'm just going to literally I'm just going to call in divine light to come into your gut and heal any anxiety that you were feeling at that age of 7. So we're going to just go back and do a healing at the age of 7 around that. Okay, so just say yes out loud and we'll do that for you. Okay, good. Okay, Creator, take care of it for Melissa, please. Okay, so I can just see all that healing going in there. And we're also going to command a healing on a broken heart at that age as well. So just breathe. Okay, that looks better. Let me know in the chat how you feel. Okay, cool. And with that card, the Buddha prepares, just coming back to say I haven't said this to you, is you're being prepared. If that makes any sense. Good. Right, let me see who the next one is. Okay, Marnie's next. I appreciate any guidance which is needed this morning. Maybe a body scan. Okay, so let's just scan you, Marnie. I'm just going to cut cords to Melissa. Do an energy break. Okay, let's just move into Marnie. So first thing that I'm being taken to is your throat. Marnie, have you been tested for thyroid? That's the first thing that they're showing me. And the other thing that they're actually saying is you need to go and have a lymphatic drainage massage. Okay, to release some energies and toxins from the body. So that's the first two things. Okay, just scan the body. And interestingly enough, what's your gut like? Because I'm actually hearing the word colitis around you. So I don't know if that's you or whether a family member has colitis. Is that yes? I've seen you've written yes. Oh yeah, okay. So you had a thyroid test a few years ago. And so you haven't had one for a while, okay. And it would be worth going and having a thyroid check. Make sure they're testing all the thyroid. Feeling like I need a massage and have some stomach issues I'm working on at the moment. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up on. So it might be colitis, might be the start of colitis. I might be scanning that and that could be future. So just keep that in mind. Okay. But I'd love you to go and have thyroid, but I want all your thyroid checked because the doctors will only check. I can't remember off the top of my head whether they check just like 1 or 2 levels with your thyroid because there's more. The best thing to do is actually ask a really good naturopath, holistic practitioner to do the private thyroid test. You get a pack that comes in the post and they test all the thyroid. Okay. But also, I've had clients where as soon as I've scanned them, it's gone thyroid, thyroid. And I've said to her, I think you need to go and test for thyroid. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she'd never picked up on it, or the doctor had never picked up on it. And when she Googled, she used Dr. Google, all the symptoms of thyroid, she was like, I've got 9 out of the 10 symptoms. I was like, okay. So she went to the doctors tested her, it came back negative, but her doctor's quite alternative. And she was like, yeah, this doesn't sound right. So she is on like a natural process of healing her thyroid with a naturopath. And, 3 months, she is going great guns. So, not always, the best solution, but that's what I'm picking up on, colitis and thyroid. And gut issues will lead to thyroid issues, okay? Okay, yeah, only check the 2 levels, yeah, and you need all the levels checked when it comes to thyroid as well. So that's what I'm picking up on. That will hopefully give you some guidance around that. Okay. It might be worth looking up symptoms of colitis as well. It feels very inflamed. They're showing me that it's inflamed on you. So I don't know if you follow a gluten-free diet and things like that, but your body needs healing. That gut needs healing. That was really interesting. Had a lot of big stuff across my life, including feeling neglected. Okay, so Melissa's just replying. I am going to get to everyone, I totally promise. That was really interesting. A lot of big stuff across my life, and emotionally neglected, but nothing specific. I'm aware at the age of 7, although my daughter experiencing big confronting heartbreak with a friend at the age of 7. So that could be a mixed message. No, it's just showing you the outside world is a reflection of what is needing healing in you at that age. Thank you for healing minor gut issues. Most of my childhood, I'm booked in with a naturopath after your last advice. Great. Definitely big things coming, introducing more self-care and taking on your words on board. Yes, you're correct. We'll send you a DM after. Perfect. Thanks, Marnie. If anyone needs a naturopath in the group, there's Sky Sinclair. She is a naturopath. Okay, so if anyone doesn't have anybody, and Sky she's also a theta healer as well, but Sky will also work with people online. It doesn't have to be face to face. So there is Sky if you feel drawn to her energy and her frequency as well. But if you want like medical intuition stuff, hello, I can do that. Okay, perfect. Sometimes when we have trauma, Melissa, at a certain age, we don't remember at all. Okay, we block it. Okay, because sometimes it's too painful for us to have it as a memory. Okay, let's go down. So Damani, we got Pina. Okay, Pina's made some decisions with work this week. Can we all congratulate Pina? I know this has been really hard for you, but well done for pushing through. Can I please have some guidance and messages? Right, I'm just going to disconnect from Melissa and Marnie. Okay, can we just tune into Pina? Yes. Okay, I feel like we're actually going to channel from your guides. Can we just call forward Pina's guides? Thank you. Okay, you've got 3 guides around you at the moment, Pina. Cool. Okay. What do they want to say? Oh, so the first thing is, are you happy with your decision? That's what they're asking you. Are you actually happy with your decision? That's the first thing. Okay. What do they need to know? Have you thought about a life in healing and Reiki? That's what it's asking you. Guys here. Okay. So it's asking you, are you happy with your decision? Have you thought about a life in healing and Reiki? Are you doing what lights you up? Okay. Okay, so that's just going to clear. So those are the questions your guides are asking you. Okay. Do we need to pull a card for Pina? Yeah. Is it Soul's Journey card? Yeah. I knew these were going to come out today. Okay. Okay, can we have a card for Pina, please? Jumping card. This card for Pina? Yeah. Any other card for Pina? No. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Do you know about divine right order? So everything happens at the perfect time. So one of my divine timings was always in my life to come here to Australia, and the universe will conspire to make sure that that happens. So for me, I had 4 chances to get here in Australia. The first time when I was about 18 months too, my dad was offered a job in the Australian Navy, but my mum said no. So we didn't come. And then I had the chance to come out here when I not long qualified as a hairdresser. I was actually, it was up a while because I qualified at about 18, and this was about 2022, and I'd literally just met Andrew, who is my husband, and I was going to come with a girlfriend to Sydney, and I knew I wasn't ever going to go back, so I was going to be hairdressing. So that actually never happened because she split up from a relationship and came back. And I'd met Andrew, and he said, "Well, if you go for a year, don't expect me to wait around for you." And I was like, "Okay, I actually quite like this guy." So I didn't come. And then we were offered to come about 3 years before we actually came, and we turned it down, and then we regretted that. So we learned the virtue of regret. And then we came, and it was all possible. And I knew as soon as I touched Aussie soil 10 years ago, I was here for the long run. So it's what we call a divine timing. And obviously me stepping into being a healer was my divine timing. Everything just flows. So this card has come out as patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So you are at a point of your divine timing. Okay. This is why your career, your job, you've been given that gap of time because it's been waiting for you to make some decisions. So let me just read it out, patience, for you. It's exciting, Pina, deciding on whatever you want to choose. But it might be that you start to step into this, gently, as such. Okay. Patience, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become your place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maximum. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so enrich lessons, but when you concentrate on only one of the goals, those experiences are disregarded. Life is always unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universe energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons and your soul is studying. You're on a path. There are signposts. If you're speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and the treasures that have been placed there. So I would say, as I'm tuning into this, you've been given posts, you're on a path. Okay. Where are you noticing? I want you to go back over 3 months. Go back over 3 months and see what the universe has been placing in front of you. Okay, what guidance are you being being shown, being given. Okay. What do you think on that, Pina? Let me know. Okay. So where are we looking at? Okay, so Melissa, we've done Marnie, we've done Pina, Avril, Lee's watching, Linny's watching. I was listening while driving. I made it home now. This is beautiful and really hits home. Thank you. Okay. Happy, Avril, happy, I know Linley's asked. Okay, Avril's first. Happy to receive any guidance as appropriate in the AA Gateway. Avril, are you going to come to the Lionsgate meditation thing that I'm holding? Hope you are. And how are you as well? I was going to message you today to see how you are. Catch up with you. Okay. We just disconnect. Let's just connect into Avril, please. Okay, your guides are coming through, Avril. A lot of guides on different planes. Just say that. Okay. Okay, who's going to be the ringleader and stand forward? Okay, come through. Thank you. All right. Okay. So can we just channel this guide through for Avril, please? Yeah, am I using this pendulum? Okay. So it's coming out as creator is asking you to be brave and serve your promised people. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in a bit more because that wasn't creator. I'm just going to go up. Okay, creator, highest truth. Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing for you, Avril, is that we just need to download you with some light codes. So just allow those to come in. Just open up your crown chakra for me, lovely. Let's just pull those in. Okay, and that's going to come straight down into your Kundalini energy center. Okay, that root chakra and your sacral. So we're just going to just pull that energy down, and we're just going to do a gentle clearing in those two areas, more around your sacral. Actually, we need to get you into creative mode. Okay, so creation. So we're just going to bring that down for you. I can see that all going great. Well done. Just breathe. Okay, that's good. I can see it as a beautiful fire starting to glisten, going all the way up your body, through all your chakras. Okay, let's just clear your throat chakra out. Okay, if anybody else needs this healing, just close your eyes. So we're just going to pull all divine energy down. Allow it to come all through your crowns, down into your Kundalini energy. So your root chakra, your sacral, but mainly working in your sacral. Okay, so just do that for everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have it too. Okay, good. Just feel that energy rise. Allow the creativity. So allowing the creativity is going to help us with inspiration, help us to move forward. But we're also going to call in protection. And the energy of courage. So let's just download everybody that wants this with courage to step forward into their personal power in the most loving, gentle, and easy way. So if you all want this, just shout out yes loud. Or anyone on the replay, just type yes into the chat. And everyone will receive this healing. That looks better, well done. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, great. Well done, everybody. Let me just tune back into Avril. Let me just scan you, Avril. Okay, there's something in your hands, the energy centers in your hands. So, Avril, just place your hands and anyone else to the light, to the heavens. Okay, and just bring that energy down. That's it. I've just felt everyone have a shift then. Okay, good. I can feel it in me as well. Wow. Okay, good. And we're just going to release any cords, hooks, or attachments out of you, Avril, in the back of your neck, please. Let's just cut cords to whatever's holding you back. It feels like something's holding you on a leash. So can we just command that this is cut? Anyone else feels that they're held by a leash, we'll just cut your cords as well to that. Okay. And we're just going to teach you all what it feels like to have freedom of speech. Okay, let's encode that into you all. So if you want that, just say yes. Okay, that's good. Avril, how does that feel now? I was stiffening yesterday. Yeah, Avril, you're going to love the 8/8 Lionsgate event that we're doing. Okay, Linley, let me just disconnect from that. Any guidance on radar would be appreciated. Okay. I'm actually just going to scan the business. Okay, let's just tune into the soul of your business. You tune in, open up the Akashic Records for radar, please. So the first thing that the business, because you can, everything has a record, Akashic Records, Linley. So I can actually tune into the soul of your business, and it feels like I'm having a conversation with the soul. The business has stepped forward and basically said to me, because your business has guides as well, and it's saying to me, don't be afraid of this business being very successful. So there's a fear there that this business is going to be successful. It's subconscious. Okay. And as I'm scanning it, and it's telling you that you're actually going to lead the way with this business. And we need to dissolve those fears. So Linley, let's just call in divine energy. Yeah. So there's actual like hooks and cords between you and the soul of your business that you're actually just, it feels like, I don't want to say that you're holding the business back, but you're controlling the business around those fears. So let's just, if you want this, just say yes. We're just going to dissolve them. We're just going to call in divine light, like acid, to just melt away those cords and allow the business, like a child, yeah, to grow. And you're an expert at this with 4 children, beautiful children, or young adults, mature adults. So let's just give it that energy that you've done with the children. That's better. And allow this business to start to flourish and grow. I can see all these beautiful flowers now are in this business. Oh, that's better. That's better. Sometimes we need to work on the energetics and allow the business to just grow and flourish. And it's interesting when I work with souls of businesses, they really have a personality. It is fascinating, and they even have a name. Believe it or not, that was a real surprise to me when my business doesn't have a name, but my business has guides. You can call in guides for your business as well. You can actually do Reiki on your business, Linley. You can actually put, your symbols in there. You can put your symbols on your website. I do a lot of energy work around my business, and that's where I've had the best success. Is when I've tuned into the soul of your business, and we have those conversations, and sometimes the soul of your business will tell you to stop doing something, to back off, stop doing this, allow someone else to do it. I've had that with mine. Yeah, some of them have an amazing personality. And sometimes you need to sack some of the guides in your business and call in a business. So I've done it in situations where like this a new business can be quite young. So the energies around the business can be a little bit playful and a little bit naive and not so wise. So I've aged the business so it becomes more wise. I've done that as well. That's really quite interesting. But that will help you, okay, releasing and dissolving those cords and allowing that business now to start to flourish and grow. Unless there was anything specific that you actually wanted to, but that's what was shown to do. Lee was a fix me card. You are very naughty, Lee. You are very, very naughty. I was having a conversation with Lee yesterday about just being fixed. Just fix me. This conversation. So she wants a fix me card. Okay, madam. I will pull you a fix me card if that's what you want. Okay, we're gonna have a card. Yeah, we're gonna have a work your life card. Yeah, okay. Oh, we have a fix me card for Lee. Let's see what comes out. So these are the Rebecca Campbell cards. Okay. Okay. Just this card for Lee. Yeah. Any other cards for Lee? No, because we asked for just a. It's me. Are we ready? Oh, boundaries. Love it. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is your fix me card, my friend. You're going to start a trend now. Everyone's going to write, I'll have a fix me card. I'll have a fix me card. Oh, where do you need to establish better boundaries? I would say you're pretty good with your boundaries now. Okay, boundaries, number 38. These are beautiful cards. I don't always use them very often. These are actually my first set of cards. The Rebecca Campbell Work Your Life. Okay, you're being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, your family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit, but not feel like a big deal. But before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand, and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentments, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is your second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space, and when deciding what's okay for you, how does it feel? What's it trying to communicate with you? So what I'm feeling with this is, my friend, we know what we've done a lot of work on with you. Lee's a private client, by the way, everyone. So if you're wondering what Claire's on about, I feel that you might have a test in the next 3 weeks around your boundaries, because you definitely have up-leveled your boundaries. You've definitely stepped into your personal power with communication and things like that. And I feel like sometimes the universe will come back and test you. And I had the exact thing happen to me a couple of days ago. And it was like, oh, another little test. Okay. But see a test as a up level. Okay, so the universe, before you get on the next step of like ascension, illumination, growing, evolving, the universe will just be like, let's just send her a little test to just check whether she's good to go. She's good to go. And it does come around. So I think that in the next 3 weeks that you'll have your boundaries retested. And it's about you cultivating that personal power, because sometimes it's like it will just, you've made the shift, but sometimes you're on that little bit of a wobble scale and you're like, ooh. And then the universe, you'll just embody it and you'll just move through. And then the universe will send you a little test. Okay. And then it will be like, no, good to go. And then you can feel that energetic shift moving through. Does that make sense? Cool. Okay. So I've done Lee. She wanted a fix me card. Done Lindley. Melissa. Barney. Sky's here. Hey. Yeah, if anybody wants metabolic balancing and holistic chiro, Avril's partner, that's what Ryan does. Ryan's in the group as well, actually, but they're based in Sydney. So metabolic balance, I've done metabolic balance as well. I did that part of when I was doing the self-love program. I had someone come in and talk about that. But yeah, Ryan does it, metabolic balancing and holistic chiro. Okay, Sky wants a message. Cool. Yeah. Just making sure I've got everything. I thought I had a gold star on that one yesterday. Lee said, you did get a very big upgrade yesterday, my friend, but I feel a test is going to come back. But we know it's going to be a test. So when you know it's a test, it's just like, oh, it's just a test. So I'm just going to stay strong. Yeah, and not have a wobble. Okay. Right, let's do Sky. Just want to make sure I have got everybody. I'm not missing out. Are you all excited for the 8th? You all starting to write your manifestation lists out? Okay, we're doing Sky. Let's just detach. Okay, let's just tune into Sky, please. Thank you. Okay, what are we doing, Sky? Sky having a card? Yes. Akashic record cards? Yes. Sky's having a card. Yeah. I'm just going to clean the cards. Okay, and activate, ready for Sky. Can we have a message for Sky, whatever it is, please, in the highest and best and the most loving way of 100% love and light? Thank you. Straight out. Is this one for Sky? Yeah. Any other cards for Sky? Yeah, okay. This card for Sky? No. The Architect card for Sky? Yeah. The Queen of Forces. Yes, okay. We've got some good cards here. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into that. Okay, what's the diversity card? So we've got a diversity card here. And I'm just tuning into that now. And she's showing her wisdom and knowledge. Can you see I'm looking straight at that book and she's offering it? It's not so much about the diversity, it's about what you're offering. What are you presenting? What are your offers? Sharing wisdom. And then I'm being drawn to her dress, which is like that purpley colour. So I'm drawn straight to purple spirituality. Yeah. Third eye. So sharing that knowledge. Then the next card is the one of keys. So keys is all about money. Okay. And the Architect card is all about planning. Okay. I'm just tuning into the rest of the cards, see if there's anything else in there that I need to. So as I look at the hang on, it's the other way around. The Pharaoh, okay, in his gold and his wisdom, and then the girl is stood by the side of him. Okay, so he's telling her, he's showing her the way, making plans. So I feel with this card, it's about you really connecting in with Creator and asking him to help you, guide you in your finances, in creating your abundance, planning, and sharing your spirituality, your wisdom. And then the last card that's come out is the Queen of Forces. And it's saying about looking at, I'm just going straight to the moon. And people's shadow sides are really coming up at the moment as well. And as I tune into this, it's really showing me like, where are you hiding your spirituality? Yeah, where are you hiding your spirituality? I know we've got a session, I think it's next week, isn't it, coming up? So we'll start doing some work around that again with you. Where do you think you're hiding your spirituality? Where does it need to be seen? Where are your gifts? You know where your gifts are, your talents. Yeah. And you're going to make it onto the 8-8, aren't you? So we can start planning manifestations with everybody, and we're going to put them out to the universe. So make sure you come with pen and paper, because we're going to do some writing. We're going to actually set some intentions of what we want. And then we're going to do some healing and energy clearing. And then we're going to put our manifestations out to the universe. Okay, it's going to be powerful. I know it is. Okay, does anybody else need anything? I know I've got everyone here. I'm just going to ask a question. If I do a program around limiting beliefs around money mindset, is this something that people would be interested in? You know, to do the healings, the energetics, clearing all the limiting beliefs, really putting you into a different type of energy frequency. Really up leveling your mindset around abundance. Oh my God, yes. Yes, Melissa. When I received your message last night, I was like, she would love this. I did actually. I got a bit excited. I was like, yeah, yeah, that sounds amazing. Yes, I think many people do. Yeah, and with it being August, you know, we can put our manifestations out there and stuff like that. But I actually channeled this week 200 limiting beliefs around money. And I've also channeled another 60 limiting beliefs around business as well. I was thinking about just doing it as a digital program, like for theta healers, right? I know I've got theta healers in here, but people that uh I where some theta healers get stuck, I'm not saying this is everybody, but the majority that I have conversations with is that they really struggle with channeling the limiting beliefs, and they also struggle with channeling putting back into the positive affirmations. Okay, so I've done it all for you. Done for you. And then people that don't know how to change limiting beliefs, I'm going to teach you how to do that. So you don't need to be a theta healer to enjoy this program that I'm sort of putting together. And it's 11:01. Look at that. And I'm talking about this. So I've also written about all the self-sabotaging patterns. So it's going to be a powerful program. And I thought, do I run it do I just do it as a digital, or would you prefer it with, you know, having the digital stuff, but also me doing it live and coding you and talking you through and doing energy clearings. So, you know, as I talk, I clear you, I tune into you. Um, Thank you, Melissa. There will just to say there will be a cost involved in that. But because I haven't I've done a similar program before, but I've learned so much more now. But I am going to keep it really low cost, and I'm going to run it as a group. But if I get people that want to do it, I will run it. Otherwise, it will just sit as a digital. But I can just tune in. I don't want a lot of people in the group. So if you're keen, can you please just send me a DM straight away after this call, and I can start it, because literally I want to run it in August. Because this is, you know, that we've got the coding coming in, and I want to use this energy for this. And this is probably a program I'm feeling, I wasn't sure, you know, I knew it was here, but I wasn't sure where it was going to sit, whether I was going to do it live. I mean, it'll be recorded as well, so you can keep re-watching it, or whether I was going to just like leave it as a digital or self-study completely. I feel like I'm going to run it once a year, and so if you don't do it this year, that's it. It's job done. Yeah. So, you know, theta healers, you can use my body of work in your swaps when you swap with your other with your swap buddies. Yeah, Melissa. Thanks, Melissa. You can use it in your swap buddies as well. it's all the stuff that I've learned. I've worked with a lot of money mindset masterminds. I'm actually going to call it like a mastermind. I think this is what I'm getting excited about it. So I'm going to run it as a mastermind, but I'm going to teach you how to heal yourself and heal your money blocks, so that they're the non-theta healers, and then the theta healers are just going to love it all, and you're going to just love the coding. Hi, Kate. If you want a card or anything, or you want some guidance, how are you? You've only probably got about 4 weeks to go till Bubba's here, haven't you? Yeah. So I'm just going to clear, like limiting beliefs out of everybody. I've literally channeled, Kate, 200 limiting beliefs around money and your business, your blockages, your self-sabotaging patterns. The self-sabotaging patterns are priceless, because I just laugh at myself now when I go back and read the list, because I was working on it yesterday and I was like, oh, I've started doing that. Oh, that's me. That's me to a T. So I've been in real creative mode. So if anyone wants to know how I create so much stuff, I know I'm a creative person, but I'm very logical as well. I actually use very much two sides of my brain. But if you want to know how I create all these programs, I actually have created a digital program called Creative Unleashed. It's $59. I think it's that price point. I'm sure it's that price point. But it opens up your creative juices, right? I haven't even I channeled the program, but I created a meditation in that program. Basically, I had a private client that wants to write a book, and she needed to fit it in between 9 and 10 every morning. And she's like, but I'm like, she's in corporate. So she's like, I'm not in the headspace to write. She's like, I need your thing. I need your thing. I was like, well, what do you need? She's like, I just need you to like tune me into creativity. I was like, oh, okay. So I channeled this, meditation, right? I haven't even listened to the meditation because it's that powerful. And then I created Creative Unleashed because of that meditation. Then I created Creating Calm, Energy Clearing Your Home program. That's coming out as well, actually. If anyone needs home healing, send me a DM, because I've created a program for that. And then I've created Unleashing Prosperity. That's what this program is going to be called, for changing all your limiting beliefs around money. And it's also going to work on business. So anyone that's got business, this is for you. Or anyone that is going to start a business, this is for you as well. So that's in there. So if you need creativity, go and get Creative Unleashed. It's awesome. And I spoke to the corporate lady the other day. She had her session and I said, how are you getting on? She said, I've written half my book. And I said, oh, great. Are you using the meditation? She said, I use it every day. She said, it's phenomenal. So there you go. It's powerful. So if you need like creativity on helping you to do reels for your business, write programs, it's awesome. One of the best healers I've worked with. Very honored to be in your space. You inspire me a lot. Great. I'm glad I do. You are such a goddess. Oh my God. She's a beautiful soul. Kate, I met Kate doing medical intuition as well. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. You know, I'm very blessed to have a lot of great mentors helping me as well. But I just, in all fairness, Kate, what I do is I pull up my big girl pants and I'm soul driven. I'm driven by soul. And that's my passion. And seeing everyone have their life, you know, my life changed so much through theta healing and the way I feel about myself. I just want everybody else to have that feeling as well. So that's why I'm here and I'm doing this. And I'm very passionate about it because I just believe that everybody deserves to live a life on their terms and their desires. So yeah, I'm excited about unleashing prosperity. So if you want to be in the money gang, the abundance gang, Then, yeah, I'll pull your card. Yeah, no problem. Send me a DM and let's get this vortex. I haven't even opened the vortex yet, but let's get this vortex started and let's get this abundance level kicking in for us all. Okay, card for Kate. Okay, which card are we going to use? Are we using the cards? Yeah. Oh, work your light. Yeah. Any other cards? No. Okay. Rebecca Campbell for you today. Okay. Ooh, I'm all tingly now. Okay. Let's see what we need for Kate. Is this the card for Kate? Yeah. Any other cards for Kate? Yeah. Okay, more cards. One's popped out. This card for Kate? Yeah. Any more cards for Kate? Yeah. Well, you're certainly abundant. You're getting this card for Kate, yeah. Any other cards? No. Okay, so we got 3 for you. Okay, let's pull the first one. The ever unfolding rose. Crack open, it's happening for you, not to you. I feel like you are shedding at the moment, shedding old layers. Would you say that that's correct? It feels like yeah, there's shedding going on with you. So it's like cracking you open, shedding, and it's 11:11 here in Australia. Okay. So you're shedding. So just keep letting go. Just keep letting go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like in the words of Frozen, and you'll know this because you have a little girl. I think you need to start playing that song. Let it go, let it go, and just allow. I've just bought fresh roses to go by my bed too. Looks just like that card. Yeah, just let it go because you are going to let go, and then you're going to blossom and bloom. Okay, second one. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You've just bought your roses. So I feel with you that the letting go makes you feel very uneasy. Would you say that as I'm tuning into you? And I feel like you need to like cleanse and clear and then get grounded. Cleanse and clear and then get grounded. Does that make sense? It depends on what it is. In what way, Kate? Oh, as in what's been going. Actually, my card does match my teacup. Getting in my pool every day. I think I take my husband's stuff on every night. Yeah. Yeah. So have you released, I know you've done FEDA, have you released any oaths, vows, contracts, commitments, promises and obligations to take on your husband's, I'm hearing suffering. It's a soul contract. So can we just, if you want this, can we just release this from you, this soul contract where you take on oaths, vows, contracts, commitments, promises and obligations to take on your husband's suffering? So anywhere in a past life that you're obligated to this, can we just clear this now? Thank you, is done, is done, is done. Show me. Creator, take care of it for Kate, please. I can actually see as what you're doing is actually when you sleep next to him, there's like cords in your energy field. It would be really good for you at night as well to zip yourself up before you go to bed, close your chakras down. Do you feel like you do any astro traveling as well? Do you feel like you do any of that? I think it's really important to do like a nighttime meditation where you allow everything to disconnect and shut down and actually set an intention before you go to bed. So sometimes I will go, okay, universe, okay, guides, soul, whatever. I have like this conversation with myself and the above, and I go, I really need a good night's sleep tonight. Please, I just need to rest. I don't want to do any healings in my sleep. I don't want to be da, 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 da. So I set the intention. I'm having a good night's sleep. I need to close the chakras and zip up. The only thing I'm missing. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So in my complementary meditations, there's an evening meditation in there, and that will close everything down for you. Yeah. And I feel like you need to put an amethyst. I'm being shown an amethyst crystal by the side of your bed as well. It's funny that it's an amethyst. You would think it would be like tourmaline or something like that, but I think it's amethyst. I actually would think what might be good is to put another crystal by the side of his bed, right? And charge that crystal, that the crystal takes on his suffering, takes his stuff. That might be really helpful. I'll just tune in and see. I've got crystals actually. What crystals? Yours is amethyst. His is going to be. One of my clients is pinging me. Ping, ping, ping. Okay, let's just find out the crystal. Still got loads of people here. Right. I love Friday mornings. Okay. What crystal does Kate's husband need by the side of his bed, please? That is going to take on his stuff and not allow Kate to take it on, please. I've still got another card to come in for you as well. Can we have the card come out, please? Can it jump out, please? Got such small hands. That was one bad thing as a hairdresser. That it always used to take me twice as long to do a haircut. So I've got really, really small hands. Yeah. So when it comes to holding cards, okay. When it comes to holding cards, see what's come out. Crystals he needs. This crystal card, no. This crystal card, yeah. This crystal card, yeah. Okay, so there's two. There's red jasper. And it's saying gold with quartz, so he needs a quartz. I'm not a crystal healer, but I do use crystals around. Okay, so red jasper. In this book, it talks about nurture, care, protection, energy flow, and life force. And gold quartz. Physical grounding, abstracts ideas and inspirations. Okay. I've never heard of gold quartz. I don't know if they're easy to find, but hopefully you've written them down. Red jasper and gold quartz. Last card for you. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Have you done much work on healing the witch wound? Or anything like that? I need to see if I'm doing it right now. So I got the same message from Gabriel saying this. Angel Gabriel. Yeah. So you're going to put a you're going to put an amethyst by yours, and then he's going to put the red jasper and the gold quartz by his side of the bed, and you're going to command, so go up to Theta, hold the crystals, and say to Creator of all that is commanded and requested that these crystals that are placed by Your husband's name's Bed, and their job is to do cleanse, clear, heal, take on, and send it to the seventh plane, and then download those crystals with seventh plane energy, and then place them by the side of the bed. Okay, and then you could do the same with your amethyst crystal as well. So sharing your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Okay, so I'm actually going to read this card for you. Share your voice. This one I'm actually going to read for you. Okay, you are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries it with it its wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we will not only heal ourselves, but we will also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of your home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be a truly life-changing for you. As we shed the layers of our personality, start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you are fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Express yourself, share your voice, speak to those who can hear you. Now, I'm going to share something interesting that came through in a healing with a private client that I was doing yesterday. And it made so much sense. I was getting all the tingles. Okay, so if I've still got any of my healers here in the community, listen up, open your ear chakras and listen up to this. What came through was a really interesting message from the guides, and they were talking about we're in a time as women that we are standing up, and yeah, I'm talking about healers, but I'm talking about all light workers. Everyone in this group is going to be a light worker of some force, whether you do it as a profession or you're just doing it behind the scenes, working on yourself, right? We are changing the collective consciousness right now. We are moving from a different consciousness, from 3D to 5D. So we are, stepping into our own personal power. And what really came through was a message was what this is actually doing for us is it's healing us. It's healing us. It's healing our community. We are healing our past life traumas of persecution, of just all the stuff that went on in the past. When we look at having votes for women, when we look at the suffragettes, when we look at having the oath taken out that we must obey in our wedding vows, the persecution of the witch wound, healing the divine feminine wound, which I spoke about last week. We are here changing that. So this is changing it for us on a soul level, right? When we are changing it in this life, it's going to affect us in all the other lives that we live. Okay, I mean, I know we're living those lives simultaneously, but in our mind's eye, we come back. So if we heal our persecution wounds in this lifetime by coming out of the shadows, sharing our voice, however that looks, it's going to look different to Kate, it's going to look different to me, it's going to look different for Avril, for Pina, for Marnie, for Linley, for Sky, everyone else on Melissa on the call today. But what really came through, and I sat with it for quite a while afterwards, and I was like, this is so interesting. yes, I hadn't thought of it from this concept before. It's healing me in this lifetime, but it's also going to heal me in my other lifetimes. It's also healing my ancestors. It's also healing the genetic line, going back all those generations. But more importantly, it's healing it in my future generations. It's healing it in my daughter, yes, my son as well, but in my grandchildren, in my great grandchildren, in my great 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 grandchildren. And when I stood and thought of it in that time and space, I thought, yeah, I need to actually get up and share my voice even more. I need to get up and heal as many more people as I can. I need to inspire other healers so that they can go out and heal other people as well. And when I really looked at it from that point of view, and I spoke to the private client, she went, I hadn't thought of it like that. She said, we're bridging the gap. I said, we are bridging the gap. And the light bulb just went click. And she went, shit, excuse my French. I don't want to live a life like those lives. I want to live a life on my terms. And I said, exactly. So I said, how do you feel now about showing up and sharing your voice? And she went, bugger it. I'm going to do it. Because it was so much bigger than just her. And she went, yeah. And her soul just lit up and my soul just lit up. And I got all the tingles. And I know you're going to be getting the tingles. And I'm getting the tingles now as I'm saying that. And it was just like, yeah, actually, we're just bridging the gap. We're changing it all. So I'm going to leave you with that today, that bit of inspiration. And my friend, it's time for you to get up and share your voice. And all my other friends in this group, it's time for you to step forward. I love you lots. I'm only a DM away. And if you're interested in Unleashing Prosperity or any of the other programs, send me a DM and let's get you all sorted. Love you lots. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you Tuesday night, the 8th of the 8th at 8 p.m. Thank you all. Good night. Good morning. Good God. Good morning. It's because it's night in other people's worlds.